Hey friend, hey! Welcome to the Unpopular Realist Podcast. This is your safe place, and it is a guarantee that you will be getting your life together each and every week. Are you ready? Well, buckle up and let's go. Hey, y'all got y'all seatbelts on? Alright, good, because we just pulled up to Hell No Boulevard. We have now arrived to our destination, Access Denied Avenue. Alright, so now it's time to transition into thoughts of the week. And these are the things that I've been thinking this week. I'm glad my stomach does not hang over my hips, but sit in my lap. Do I want that motherfucker off? Yes. But I am glad that I don't look like a motherfucking hamburger. Okay? Why all these kids talk so fucking much? Jesus Christ. Why y'all keep calling my phone when y'all see I ain't respond the first time? Are you prepared for Jehovah's return? Y'all, I just had a thought about Friday, that's all. But now that we've gotten that out the way, you already know what time it is, so ain't no need to hold you.
Talk your shit, B. Talk your shit, B. Talk your shit, B.
While it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, denying people access to you is definitely a difficult task. I ain't gonna need help. Especially the ones where you have history with somebody and these bonds that you thought would be unbreakable. The thing is, time and time again, we find ourselves in a position where we are left to recharge ourselves. Then it seems to be impossible to recharge since there's always one thing after another. But I'm finna address it though, cause y'all already know I'm about to talk my shit. Now today's topic is access denied. It's a no for me, dog. But the thing is, there is power in the word no. And we've become so afraid to use it because we done ran across motherfuckers who are narcissistic, who has made us feel like shit just for even thinking about denying them access to certain parts of us. But why though? The power of no is one of the many things that I have just begun doing this year. So look, anybody that know me, I try my best. Hold up, I tried past tense because I'm changed now, you feel me? But I tried my best to be there for any and everybody. If they need me, I was there. And it got to the point where I'm just like, I'm always present and showing up and available for motherfuckers that I can't even call on for the same thing. How that work? How I'm here to answer your phone call when you call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, but you tell me you sleep when I call you at 6 a.m. And everybody know auntie be in the bed at 9 o'clock, baby. I don't got time to be up all night. I'm getting old and I just don't have the time and the energy like I used to. But like I said, I can call you at 6 a.m., but you sleep and you hit me up 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm sleep, but get what I do? Wake up and nurse you back to health. But that was my bad though. That was my bad for being too available. And when I realized that at the end of the day, ain't nobody got me like I got me, I had to stop that shit. I had to make a decision on not being used no longer. Like, I wasn't being used any longer. Seriously. Because motherfuckers will use you now. And they'll act like they don't know what's going on. Long as you foolish, they gonna keep doing it. Shit. Why not? Another thing, I was just allowing too many people access to me. Like, when I began my spiritual journey, motherfuckers knew that I was in a different place. But what I didn't realize is I couldn't take everybody with me. See, I'm the type of person, when I win, I want everybody around me to win. But that ain't my job to make sure everybody win. You feel me? And once I understood that and began to protect my peace, trust me, I have been well off without having the responsibility of carrying other motherfuckers on my back while I did the hard work. And the thing about it is, motherfuckers got groups of motherfuckers they'll go out with every weekend or whenever, going out to the club, partying, having gatherings. Now, I like staying in the house, so going out don't excite me. I did that way back when. I'm saying that to say, you got people that you can call to go out with, but you can't call them same motherfuckers when you crying your eyeballs out. You can't call them same motherfuckers to uplift you when you need it. You can't call them folks to pour into you when you empty. But here you go running to me. You ain't called me, said, hey, bye, cat, dog, nothing. I ain't heard from you in days, weeks, or months. Hell, sometimes even years. I ain't heard from you. But you was just in Dubai with Keisha, and I ain't said, hey, so you want to go? Again, I don't care nothing about being invited nowhere, because anywhere I want to go, I'm going to go by myself. But what I'm saying is, why Keisha ain't on this phone telling you, so it's okay, I'm going to support you if you stay with that nigga that whipping your ass, or if you leave, or we can do this together, let me help you here, this is what you can do, these are the proper steps. You're more than what you're allowing yourself to be. You feel what I'm saying? I was being the last resort for people, and I had to put an end to that real quick. Because what you not finna do is treat me like the last resort. I mean, like I said, when they like falling apart, I don't hear that from them. Y'all need me to be a shoulder to lean on and uplift, praying, giving money, and feeding you, because so can cook, FYI. But I don't hear that from you up until then. And the thing was, I ain't have no energy for myself. I stayed drained. I was consistently drained. Like running on fumes. Didn't even have the energy to be able to pour into my kids. So that's when mom guilt kicked in. Because it's like, so you giving everybody the best parts of you, and these motherfuckers ain't giving you nothing in return. Just dropping their demons off at your house. You know what I'm saying? And I had, nah. We had to end it. I did all of that because, like I said, I wanted to be the one that was always there for people, because I found out what my purpose was. Like, I always felt like I needed to do my due diligence. I had to be ready and available for anybody. But Negatron, first of all, just because, and let me tell you this, just because you done found out what your calling is or your purpose is, don't think other folks don't recognize the same, and they will use the fuck out of you if you let them. So that's when you gotta realize whether or not you're being used, or if you're operating in your purpose. And don't get me wrong, finding your purpose is a wonderful thing. And believe it or not, it's so many people who have fallen by the wayside and began to only exist and not live, all because they don't know what they were purposed to do. Then you have folks who are just burned the fuck out because they were just too available to any and everyone. You have to be selfish with you. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for being selfish, because if you ain't taking care of you, ain't nobody else gonna take care of you. And then when you balled up and swiveled up, get what? They gonna go on to the next person that can feed them energy and boost them up and get them to where they want to be. So don't you let these folks stick their straws in you and suck you dry, okay? Because I had to learn that this year. Folks make it seem like being selfish is an awful thing, when in reality you have to be that, or people will take and take and take and make you feel bad because you're choosing you. One thing about it, choose you in any situation. I don't care if it's with your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your grandma, your auntie, your job. I don't care who. Choose you first every time. One of my mottos for when I'm talking to dudes or if I'm in a relationship, the first thing I let them know is I'm primary and never secondary. But let's just take that out of the relationship standpoint and apply this to real life, like your everyday life. Apply being primary and never secondary in your everyday life, because once you become primary, there is nothing anybody can say or do that can make you revert to being second to anything, because you already know what's going on. You already know what you will and what you won't tolerate. You know what you will and what you won't deal with. And that's all a part of growing and learning who you are, and also discovering your purpose. When you get to know you, and a lot of folks, sad to say, don't know who they are. They out here being who they think folks want them to be. Like, I can't stand seeing nobody out here just sidetrack, as you can see, but I can't stand seeing nobody out here just putting on, acting like something that they're not. Like, nigga, you empty on the inside, but you putting on like you the motherfucking king of the city, you the boss of the city. Like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't got nothing to prove to these folks out here. Prove anything you trying to prove it to yourself. These folks ain't gonna put 2 cents towards your funeral when you die. All you gonna get from these folks that you trying to prove shit to is a Facebook post and an Instagram. They might buy a t-shirt with your picture on it, but that's about it. Y'all out here living life being fake as fuck because y'all trying to live up to the expectations of other folks, once again, who don't give a fuck about you. But anyway, like I said, you gotta be selfish about who you are. Because you got to live in your truth and be authentically you. You can't be out here being nobody else. And that's where y'all fucking up at. Y'all see Lorraine over here doing her thing, and you feel like you got to be either neck and neck with Lorraine or doing better. Now you out here stressed the fuck out, broke, lost, confused. Don't be doing what you see nobody else do. Do what you're destined to do. Like, y'all just want to be in competition, and I just don't have time for it. Anyway, like I said, when you are selfish who you are, there's nothing nobody can do to make you or demote you to be something other than your best self. When you continue to be selfless, and let's take a look at this word, selfless. Need I say more? When you're selfless, that is exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna become less of yourself. So you need to decide, are you willing to lose who you are, or are you ready to face the world head on and stand firm on your yes or your no's? As a matter of fact, it just made me think back to a Bible scripture. And to be exact, it's Matthew chapter 5, verse 37. And it says, but let your yes be yes, and your no be no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. Long story short, stand on what your decision is and don't deter from it. It's wicked to be indecisive, and folks be being indecisive because you fucking around with manipulative people. Don't let nobody manipulate you. If you said no, mean it. Don't do things because people making you feel bad. Now you're giving them access to you that they don't need to have, and you're wondering why you're sitting here drained, or you're frustrated, or you're sad, you ain't got no patience for your kids, all because you letting people get unnecessary access to you because you can't stand on your yes or your no. That's wicked. The Bible said that. Now you have to be mindful of the energies that you entertain and the access that you allow people and things to have with you. And it's not only about people, it's things that you're doing that aren't reproducing positivity or good energy back to you. Example, stop fucking on these niggas and bitches that's draining you. If you out here fucking, don't be fucking with no purpose. You fuck for a reason. And when you are in tune with yourself and you in tune with your body, you know you can't be laying down with anybody. You know you can't lay down with no anybody, because when you get done, either you gonna feel drained, so boom, this nigga done nut shot your club up, this girl done squirted or came out on your dick, and you wondering why you exhausted. One, it was because you gave them access to you and you guys were not equal. Either they were vibrating higher or you were vibrating higher than them. You have to fuck equivalence, but it's another topic for another day. I ain't gonna go into all of that today, but what I'm saying is we out here doing stupid ass shit, giving stuff access to us that don't need to have access to us. That's why I'm a firm believer in staying away from sex. Now, I'm not acting like I'm Mother Mary or nothing, like I'm just not out here fucking because I be telling you a lie, but I'm not at the moment. What I'm saying is I'm a firm believer in semen retention because you need to reserve your energy. You need to control things that are around you, things that are in you from having unnecessary excess, or you will have nothing. Again, let's go back to the word selfless. You will have less of yourself if you keep giving with no return. But that's all I gotta